go2math.com, working some calculus, looking at some area, and we're down here at I think 2.2. Find the area of the curve, round 3 decimal places. Okay, let's do that. You can always click on this button here to bring up the problem set again. Find the area bounded by the curve in the x-axis in the interval between -2 and 2. It says round to 3 decimal places if you can't read that. Wow, we can barely see the area here. Let's click on the problem, change the problem. Well, that's a little better. Let's click on the problem. Okay, I like this one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to 6. Okay, looks good. Now you notice that the shaded region is below the x-axis here. Below the x-axis up to 0. So remember, this is a negative area. When we actually do the calculation between -7 and 0, we would end up getting a negative number. So we want to go ahead and break this up into two separate pieces. Alright, this integral we're going to break up. We're going to find this area, and then we're going to find this area. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And when we find this area, we just take the absolute value of it, or whatever, multiply by -1, however you want to do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and write this number down. Write this problem down. So -7 to 6, 0.008x cubed dx. Alright, so let's bring up the whiteboard and get busy with it. So I'll go ahead and rewrite the problem here. So from -7 to 6, we've got 0.008x cubed dx. Okay, I'm just making sure here. Okay, so I guess I can go ahead and redraw this thing, or attempt to redraw something. Anyway, we're finding this area and then this area here. So remember, we're going to calculate this area first, and that means this is going to be going from -7, right? This would be our lower bound, -7 here, and then to 0. Okay. Now you can always flip this. You can flip these guys here, put -7 up here, 0 down here, and what will happen is that'll multiply that, or get rid of that negative, and it becomes a positive area. But we'll just do it like this for right now. Okay, so 0.008x cubed dx. Alright, and so we end up with, I guess I'll just write it out here, 0.008 x to the 4th over 4, going from -7 to 0. So we plug in our upper bound, and of course that's just going to be 0, and we plug 0 in for x there. That'll just make all that 0 minus, and then we plug in -7, so 0.008 -7 to the 4th over 4. Okay, so as you can see here, we end up with a negative. We're going to end up with a negative number, but that's okay. We'll make it positive. Right, now let's go ahead and now go from 0 to 6. That's going to be this part of the shaded region, going from 0 to 6. 0.008 x cubed dx is equal to 0.008 x to the 4th over 4, going from 0 to 6. So we want to go ahead, plug in our upper bound. So we got 0.008 6 to the 4th over 4 minus, and we plug in our lower bound, plug in 0 into this, we just end up with 0. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so we got approximately here, and let's go ahead and so let's go ahead and get this number here. Now remember, it'll be a negative, so we're going to multiply it by -1, whatever it is. So we want to take the exact value. Okay, don't approximate it unless you go out to like 6 or 7 decimal places. Alright, and then add it to the approximation of this one. Try to do the exact value of both of them and then approximate 3 decimal places. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 0.008 times, I'm plugging this stuff in. I guess you can too if you want. To the 4th divided by 4. Okay, and then plus 0.008 times 6. Raise that to the 4th. Divide that by 4. Right, hold our breath. I get 3697 over 500 is the exact value actually, but we're gonna go ahead and just round that. So I get I'm getting 7.394, which is an exact value actually. I mean, that's not really an approximation, that's the exact value. I should write equals here since it is 3 decimal places. Alright, let's go ahead and write that. 7.394, that's what I'm getting. So this area plus this area is 7.394. Oh, never mind. It says round to 2 decimal. Sorry, I know you can't see this, but it says round to 2 decimal places if needed. There you go. I for some reason thought it said 3. So it was 7.394. So we just go ahead and round it 7.39. Okay. All right, no big deal. Okay, so let's hit the home button. Remember where to go. We're at go2math.com. You can come on by and practice. Bye.